Now, this week, Nicola Sturgeon was at it again, whipping up hatred against the English and the Tory party. My mother, she can't stand her. I just can't stand that woman. Break up the union, break up the union. Literally every single sentence Nicola Sturgeon utters can be decoded as break up the union. She simply has nothing else to say. On Tuesday, the candidates and Conservative Party members were met with a baying mob at the leadership hustings in Perth in what could be described as almost racist-like rabid behaviour, hurling abuse at those who dared to attend. I mean, by all means express your point of view, but how is this kind of behaviour acceptable? Now, you'd expect the leader of any country to denounce this as just that, unacceptable. But whilst Nicola Sturgeon appeared to defend the treatment of the BBC editor James Cook, all she could manage in response to the treatment of Holly Moscrop, the chair of the Scottish Young Conservatives, who tweeted that her jacket had been grabbed by the crowd and that she had been called some pretty horrendous names which are unrepeatable, Nicola Sturgeon simply said, "The abuse was not in my name." She went on to say that she hoped the leaders of other parties would be equally quick to call out abuse when it is directed at people like me or my colleagues in the SNP or the independence movement. And that I want to live in a democracy where we have these debates and settle them democratically, rather than being denied the opportunity to settle them democratically. Code for break up the union. Why can't she just let go? I'm afraid I agree with Liz Truss, who called her attention-seeking and suggested that the best thing to do was ignore her constant referendum requests, which was supposedly once in a generation. But no sooner had it been lost, Nicola Sturgeon was calling for yet another one. She can't answer questions about money. She said she's keeping the pound, but the interest rate's controlled by the Bank of England, so that doesn't really make any sense. How will it actually work? Scotland also receives huge amounts of subsidies from the United Kingdom. How will she make up for that? In recent correspondence obtained by the Freedom of Information Act, Mark Blythe, the high-profile economic advisor to the Scottish Government, admitted that even he had struggled to find any benefits of independence. He wrote, "Since David McWilliams made me into the poster child of Scottish nationalism, I've been a bit stumped. I've been trying to write something on the subject but keep struggling to find the positive case I'd hoped for." And even if Nicola Sturgeon does manage to get her wish of independence, it is clear in my view that she plans to attempt to join the EU in any case. What a contradiction. In the meantime, Scotland faces record drug deaths, a cost of living crisis, a housing crisis, etc., etc. But I don't suppose Nicola has noticed.